Hello YouTube fam, and this is Arashi Shida. It's nice to meet you, and we are in the third act of this video, or in this set of videos, and we're gonna be diving into the rogue in this DnD 1. Oh wow, I'm never gonna get that right. This one DnD playtest. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump in to the rogue and see what it's bringing to the table. So I'm not, if you want to see the fluff, you can totally do that, but I'm more curious to see what we got. So expertise at first level, sneak attack at first levels, thieves can't. Virtually the same stuff. Not too much of an issue. Cunning action, same. Rogue subclass, same. Feats, same, I think. Oh yeah, look at that. So the subclass, all of the classes so far look like they're going to scale in the same way, at the same levels, at the same time. So every class is going to have a huge power boost. And I think that's, since they put the capstone down 2 levels in an epic boon, like I guess they just sort of delayed some features but added more. That's what it looks like anyway. So this could be interesting. Evasion got delayed. Rogues get expertise sooner than the ranger, or their second set of expertise sooner than the bard and the ranger, which it's fine. Reliable talent is still in the game. That's good. Subtle strikes, that's new. Evasive, stroke of luck, these are all the same. And it looks like the sneak attack is still scaling the same way. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. I feel like they should reduce it a little bit. But that's just me. As much as I like having my players be very powerful, I feel like they should lower the sneak attack just a little bit. Same saving throws, same hit points. Tools are the same. Weapons are the same for the most part. That's interesting. So simple weapons and martial weapons that have the finesse property. I wonder what that's supposed to mean. List of skills are still huge. And they get 4 of them. That's all the same. Suggested is acrobatics, investigation, sleight of hand, and stealth. Those aren't bad options, but pick your favorites. Expertise at first level. I'm curious. Okay, how are they going to piece together this sneak attack? You know how to turn subtle attack, or turn a subtle attack into a deadly one. Once on each of your turns, when you take the attack action, you can deal extra damage to one creature you hit with an attack roll. If you're attacking with a finesse weapon or a ranged weapon, and if at least one of the following requirements is met. Okay. If you have advantage is one, and an ally adjacent to a target is the other. Advantage is self-explanatory. You roll 2d20s and you take the higher of the two. With the ally adjacent to the target, at least one of your allies is within 5 feet of the target, and the ally isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll, which disadvantage is the inverse of advantage. You roll 2d20s and you take the lower of the results. To determine the extra damage, roll a number of d6s equal to half your rogue level rounded up. And add the dice together. The rogue table shows the number of sneak attack dice you get at each rogue levels. Well, that's okay. Okay, yeah, that actually checks. I was not expecting it to actually go into depth like that, but okay. Thieves can't bluff. They made it an actual language that anybody can pick up now. So that's cool. Let's see, cunning action. You can use your bonus action to dash, disengage, hide. That's the same. What are we working with in subclasses? The thief. Okay. I wasn't expecting the thief. I was actually expecting the assassin. But whatever. Doesn't matter. Uncanny dodge. Functionally the same. Use your reaction to half and then the attack's damage against you. That you can see, but you have to see it. Expertise, same. Evasion. It looks like it's been skimmed down a little bit, so let me read this. You nimbly dodge out of the way of certain dangers. When you are subject to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw and to only take half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed the saving throw. Wait. If you succeed on a saving throw and only take half damage if you fail. Okay. I felt like my brain was about to get lost. Reliable talent looks the same, but it looks like they may have clarified it a little bit. You have refined your talent until they approach perfection. Whenever you make an ability check that uses one of your skill or tool proficiencies, you treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. Okay, so that's still about the same. I want to see the new one. When you attack, you know how to exploit the target's distraction. You have advantage on any attack roll that targets a creature that is within 5. Oh, okay. So they built flanking mechanics. No, they built pack tactics into the rogue at 13th level. That is actually definitely a defining trait that you would not want it to show up sooner. So that's actually really cool. So that's an incentive to like not multi-class too much, because you could like actually like lose out on getting something like a very potent feature like that. 15th level, Slippery Mind. Your cunning mind is exceptionally difficult to control. You gain proficiency in wisdom and charisma. Okay. That's new. So you have 4 proficiencies and saving throws when you hit 15th level. You had my attention, now you have my curiosity. Or is it the other way around? Whichever. Stroke of luck. If you fail a D20 check, you can turn it into a 20. Short rest, long rest, recharge. That's still the same. So, what are we working with? Thief. So far, nothing too new with the rogue. I mean, it's one of those classes that worked very well as intended. So it's hard to say. It's hard to change it. It's so we got thief, your thief fantasy right here. 3rd level, you get fast hands. You gain 2 additional options for your cunning action. Search, so you can take the search action as a bonus action, and sleight of hand. So I would count that as a use object action. So it's basically saying you can use your bonus action to make a dexterity sleight of hand check to try and pick or disarm a trap with thieves tools, or pick a pocket. Okay, that's okay. The picking of pocket, that would be something that you couldn't use a use object action for. So okay, that's fine. It's definitely a nice ribbon feature for a rogue. Second story work. You basically get a climb speed equal to your speed, so I think that's still within line. And when you take the jump action, interesting, you can make a dexterity check instead of a strength check. Okay. Superior sneak. You have advantage on every dexterity stealth check you make, provided that you aren't wearing medium or heavy armor. Good. I like it. I think the previous superior sneak was like arbitrary. I think this is better. You just always have advantage on stealth checks if you're a thief. I think that works. Nothing else to see here. 10th level, use magic device. Oh. Attunement. You can attune up to 4 magic items at once. So we're dabbling into some artificer stuff here. Originally, artificers were the only ones that could up their attunement. So that's interesting. Charges. When you use a magic item property that expends charges, roll a d6. On a 6, you use the property without expending a charge or charges. That's busted. That might actually be busted, like royally. Scrolls. You can use any spell scroll that bears a cantrip or first level spell. You can also try to use any spell scroll that contains a higher level spell, but you must first succeed on a intelligence check Arcana. Intelligence Arcana check. Come on, guys. With a DC equal to 10 plus the spell's level. On a success, you cast the spell from the scroll. and you use intelligence as the spellcasting ability for the casting. If you fail this check, the scroll disintegrates. I think that's fine. It kind of makes me wonder if they're gonna do anything special for the Arcane Trickster now. But yeah. Thief's Reflexes. You can now take a second bonus action on your turn, provided it is a bonus action from Cunning Action. You can use this feature on a number of turns equal to your proficiency bonus. You gain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. That is impressive. Wow. Okay. 2 thumbs up. This is really good. This is way better than I thought it would be. And I'm royally impressed. I think these are I'm speechless. I really am. I think the rogue is really good. It's super hard to make the rogue better than it was, but they did a good job. I'm curious. I'm kind of curious to see some trait reactions here. I'm wondering if Subtle Strikes is melee oriented, or if it is actually just any attack roll you make, so long as there's an ally within 5 feet of it, like actual pack tactics. I think the subclass is actually way better than the original, despite still being remotely the same. I think the use magic device upgrade is what is actually putting this class on par with on par with some of the best classes in the game now. My only concern is the previous use magic device actually lifted a lot of restrictions from magic items. Anything that was specific to a class, the thief rogue could actually ignore it and still attune to the item, even if they don't meet the requirements. Which is what ignoring means. Sorry. Or, geez, Arashi. I think the jump distance is... The jump action in general, I think, is going to be really cool. And I'm wondering how much of the Baldur's Gate 3 is actually influencing 6th edition or 1 DnD. Sorry, that was not actually, that was a Freudian slip. I did not actually mean to say 6. Yeah, I'll be going around in circles if I keep going on about this. I think this is great. I think the rogue is by far the best class in this Unearthed Arcana. And I think that's about where I'm gonna end it for this episode. I have nothing else to add. So, guys, have a good night. Or a good night. But I'll see you next time. Arashi, out.